Fuel prices are once again becoming a major public concern across India. And fears around petrol, diesel, and CNG costs are now triggering anxiety about inflation, transport expenses, and household budgets. In some regions, reports of panic buying and long queues at fuel stations have already started appearing whenever rumors of shortages or major price hikes spread rapidly. Why does this happen? Because fuel affects almost everything inside the economy. Transportation, food delivery, agriculture, manufacturing, public transport, electricity generation. When fuel prices rise sharply, the impact slowly spreads across the entire system. That is why ordinary people feel energy crises very personally. A small increase in petrol or diesel prices can eventually affect vegetable prices, cab fares, school transport, online deliveries, and daily living expenses. And naturally, public frustration rises quickly. Recent global tensions linked to crude oil markets and the Strait of Hormuz crisis have increased fears about future supply disruptions and rising import costs. India imports a large portion of its crude oil requirements from abroad. That means international oil price volatility directly affects domestic fuel economics. Whenever crude prices rise globally, governments, oil companies, and markets come under pressure. At the same time, CNG and LPG prices also matter enormously for middle-class households and transport workers. Auto drivers, truck operators, delivery workers, small businesses. Many sectors depend heavily on stable fuel costs for survival. And if you enjoy simplified economy explainers and important current affairs like this, your one like, one share, and one subscribe genuinely motivates us to continue creating premium quality informative videos every single day. What makes fuel crises especially dangerous economically is their inflationary impact. Higher transportation costs eventually increase the price of goods and services across multiple industries. Economists call this cost push inflation. And once inflation rises broadly, household financial pressure increases rapidly. That is why central banks, governments, and financial markets monitor energy prices very carefully. Experts also warn that panic buying itself can worsen local shortages temporarily. Because fear-driven consumer behavior often creates sudden pressure on supply systems. The larger reality is becoming increasingly clear. Energy security is no longer only about producing fuel. It is about economic stability, public confidence, and national resilience. Because in modern economies, fuel is not just energy. It is the invisible force moving daily life itself. Stay informed, stay financially aware, and follow for more powerful current affairs breakdowns every day.